and Mind Show is filmed live in New Jersey where recreational cannabis is legal. Please use cannabis responsibly and in accordance with your local laws.
Hey friends, it's time for another new episode of the Two Cloud and Mind Show with your favorite hosts, Chris.
I have a very caveman brain.
And Dave.
He's falling apart in front of our eyes.
Subscribe to the Two Cloud and Mind Show on YouTube
See our pretty faces.
and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Two Cloud and Minds, baby. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Hey now, welcome back.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. Week 3.
Arr.
Week 3 of the Halloween.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't look at my nose. I'm like Michael Jackson. Week 3 of our Halloween extravaganza.
Yep. Hello and welcome.
Hey, Dave. Welcome. Anthony.
Ahoy.
Captain, I mean.
Ahoy.
Cat.
Ahoy. He's a captain and so am I.
Oh,
I have
We're both captains.
and I'm a doctor.
You are a doctor.
Wonka wonka. I mean, listen, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Children's Hospital, but like the guy kind of looks like this.
The Rob Corddry?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
at least you got somebody with you.
Anthony, Captain America.
Sir, Small Shield, Captain America.
Listen,
It's the indoor shield.
yeah, it's a safe shield.
He said he's a grower, so
That's right.
when there's danger afoot, his shield grows 4 times larger.
I will throw this.
And I have an eye patch that's very uncomfortable.
You
I am
do.
Captain Jack Sparrow, mostly. And I'm not going to be able to wear this eye patch for the whole show.
Oh, you are.
I'm not going to be able to do it.
My nose is going to pop off eventually, and, you know.
You set it on fire.
I did. I
Singed.
singed it lighting lighting a doob. A dooba.
Why is the rum gone?
So
Love
how's
Jack
everyone
Sparrow.
doing? Yeah,
Good.
Jack Sparrow, underrated pirate.
I mean, I'm so mad that there won't be one other one with him.
They're redoing it, or they're doing another one without him?
He just said he would never work with Disney again.
Oh. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people say that about Disney, though, but
Yeah.
I have a question in it. It's not like well, first the question is like a 2-part situation, and I think it works with it because it's like monstery. And
All right, so let's kick it off then. Let's kick it
do it.
off.
So it's a quick question.
Brain strain?
Do you? Well, the second one would be: do you believe that some point in time that dragons were a thing?
No.
That's an immediate no. With that.
He said immediate no, but yeah, I'm going to have to say no because we would have known about it. And the only reason I could say yes because maybe in dinosaur land, but we would have heard about.
Well, they're in hieroglyphics all over the world. Dragons and flying serpents. No.
There's a lot of things that people used to think. They used to think the world was held up by a guy.
Settle down.
I'm just saying, the people back then were dumb as hell.
So they would just randomly not just held.
They didn't know anything. They didn't know what they were looking at.
I
They
think
looked
they
at
would know if they
they
saw
looked at
a-
the sky and they thought it was just like a big burning ball of fire that they could like reach out and touch. They thought it was a god and they worshipped it. They thought that the earth was held up by a guy named Atlas. They thought that Poseidon ruled the oceans. People thought a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, but an animal different all
No.
over the world, and that was the same animal all
What
over
about
the world.
the Chimera or the Chimera or the
I've heard of the Chimera.
Beowulf and Grendel? How about the Minotaur? How about Scylla and Charybdis? These are not things that actually existed.
So a dragon couldn't, but dinosaurs could.
Correct.
And why is that?
Because it's not that they couldn't exist, it's just that they didn't exist.
But how do you know?
Because there's no evidence of them.
Do you know why there wouldn't be?
Because they didn't exist.
Nah, I mean that's one reason.
Yeah.
Another
That's the one
reason
I'm going with.
Is their wings were birds. Birds' bones would disintegrate over time, so that's why you don't have fossilized bird bones.
But
So this is where it would lead into, hypothetically,
Okay.
can you just bear
Yeah,
with me
go
with
ahead.
that instead of being super on the no, you were like, it's
No,
a possibility.
I don't think dragons ever existed.
Fuck you. All right, so what I'm just saying, can you roll with me here, God? Now, let's just say because it's been said, all over the world, dragons possibility. Right now,
It hasn't been said all over.
It's the first I've ever heard of it, but
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
it's all over fucking scripture,
movies and stuff.
No, on ancient texts on walls, they draw a flying, breathing dragon. Anyway, now T-Rex, incredible beast, right?
Good guy.
Good guy, built to be the dude.
Tiny arms.
Tiny little,
Really little arms.
really little arms.
Yep.
Now they got all this. Now, do you that sound worked and I didn't plan that? That was great. So, do you think it's possible that the T-Rex had wings, and those little arms are just the arms before the wings,
No.
where you wouldn't?
No, there would have been evidence.
No,
Yeah,
it
because
wouldn't.
even
the
the
bones
bones-
disintegrate.
No. Because even if the wing bones disintegrated, the connection piece where they connected to the regular bones would still be there. There's nowhere.
They're hands, and right off the hands you started like veinage.
But
and
it's a
wings.
different bone
no,
structure.
their hands are too small. The arms are too
Flying
small. They wouldn't be
animals.
able to fly. It would be like ostrich,
Yeah.
too heavy to fly.
Flying animals have different bone structures.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like it. You guys
And-
are way off the left.
Yeah. No. It would have to be.
Roll with me a little.
Did you watch Game of Thrones, Anthony? No. Okay. Well, if you're into dragons, you should watch Game of Thrones first of all, because there's lots of dragons. Then you'd be in your element. You'd be loving it. But the dragons, they were like huge, and their wingspan was gigantic. But they were very heavy animals, and the way that they were like comprised, just using that as an example, there would be evidence of that. There would be, simply put.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can agree to disagree.
Right.
That's a possible outcome here. But
Do you
I'm gonna
believe
just
in Titans?
no.
So like pictures of like animal, like rock structures looking exactly like an animal.
An animal? What's
Yeah.
that? What does that have to do with a titan? Titans are like colossal people, aren't they? Like
Well, it's
big
like
giants,
Titan-
like a
Greek
giant.
mythology, right?
Yeah,
I
giant.
mean like giant sized animals is what I mean, like a giant snake.
Well, giant snakes. There's probably giant snakes.
They
Yeah,
exist
definitely.
now.
Yeah,
I hate you both. So I'm talking
they're like world record longest, biggest.
bigger
snake.
than that now.
Okay, listen.
You're
They're-
saying like big serpents?
But listen.
Like 50 foot.
Here's what I'll say.
80 foot.
Here's what I'll say. There was a time in the Earth's history when there was much, much more oxygen in the atmosphere. And during that time, that was like the colossal period or something like that. And everything was huge because it fundamentally grew bigger because there was more oxygen in the air. So yes, there was a whole period of time in the Earth's history where things were gigantically oversized. It was, before mammals, I believe, but everything was humongous. Bugs, trees, leaves, everything was huge because there was so much oxygen in the atmosphere. The atmosphere changed over time, and the size of the animals just simply couldn't grow as big because of the atmospheric conditions. So yeah, there's definitely already fossil evidence of a period of our Earth's history where these giant animals, these giant life forms existed, but that was just based on the amount of oxygen and the atmospheric conditions. Right now, we don't have that. It doesn't exist. And
So everything was
people
huge.
weren't nearly around by then, not even close.
So like giant birds that breathe fire.
Except no birds. No, that was before birds. I think it was even before dinosaurs.
Giant birds, give me it.
Yeah, sorry. I think you've been lawyered on this one.
Well, I mean,
What
the
was the
T-Rex thing was lawyer, but I still believe that in some point in time. there
What was the
a
second
dragon.
part of that?
The T-Rex.
The
thing.
T-Rex
The
thing?
T-Rex possibly being the
Anthony, you
dragon.
should watch Game of Thrones. You'll dig it.
Isn't there like 10 seasons and everybody was very upset?
No, it was 7 seasons, but you only have to watch 6 of them.
7th was ass.
Total ass, super ass, mega ass.
Well, I think isn't like everybody said, don't waste your time.
No, don't listen to those people. Enjoy yourself. Live your life.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Yeah, Chris, we're doing a show.
I know. I'm
This is
sorry.
highly
I'm
irregular.
sorry. It's very irregular.
Is one of your patients contacting you?
No.
Can you do the noise?
If you had to ask, if you have to know, I honestly,
We do have to know.
we were
It's now
while
part
we
of
were
the show.
talking,
Let's go to the segment called Chris's cell phone.
Yeah, I forgot to register for my class in the morning.
Oh
And
wow.
I just,
Okay,
like-
explain what that means though, because I think that the viewing public would want to hear this. This is fun.
my class
What kind of
for
class?
boxing.
For boxing class. So it's basically a training class. It's a
Yes.
training session.
Yes.
Call it a class, but you go in there and you train.
Yes.
Okay, now what happened the other day? What happened the other day?
I fucked up and I fell asleep on my phone which really doesn't happen because it's usually just on the end table.
I usually
fell
fall asleep
asleep.
on my bed, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. I slept through the alarm.
Mm.
100% missed class. So
You
when I went-
you woke up after class was over.
Oh, big time. Like a long time after class was over. So as punishment, I had to sit in a squatted position for 2 minutes.
They were doing squats in the next class, and then the teacher walks over to him, the instructor walks over to him and says, "Hey, you, everybody else is doing squats. You get to hold your squat." And he just squatted for 2 minutes. So my man's got jelly legs.
Big time. And my shoulders
Like,
are on fire.
Not against the wall, like a free air squat.
Free
or something.
squat.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
a
yeah,
squat,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, listen, against the wall, 2 minutes is still rough as shit.
Yeah.
But I think you can,
Yeah, just
How long do you think you could hold a squat?
like, is there a proper way or?
You just
Yeah, just squat.
Oh,
like
man.
a seated. Chris is in like a seated position, standing up.
I mean,
it's that honestly, I feel that.
yeah,
Of course you do. Yeah.
yeah, I don't
You
know,
would.
not
2
for-
minutes, bro. I don't think you could do it.
I don't think I could do it.
No, 2 minutes is a long time.
I
I
think
was-
I
don't think I could do it.
I was shaking.
Yeah, I don't think I
like,
could do it.
Trying to rest my hands on my arms on my thighs, like anything. Like
I would tear a hammy.
it was tough. It was tough.
All your joints would just be like, no. And everything would just come apart at the same time.
They'd be like,
I didn't
"Sit
want to
down."
miss. I didn't want to make a long story short. I didn't want to miss like cut off to where I won't be able to register. You know what I mean?
And then
Because you don't
and
want to
then-
have to be
2
punished
minutes.
again. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Understandable.
Yeah,
Understandable.
you're a man full of punishments.
I am. I
We'll-
am.
We'll allow it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Speaking of punishments, have you given any thought to what your busking performance is going to be?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have not. But I
Don't
am
forget, 'cause
still
we didn't
open.
forget.
I am no. I
Pepperidge
didn't
Farm
forget.
remembers.
I didn't give any thought into it, and I am definitely open to suggestions of any kind, as long as they stay within the guidelines of the law.
Yeah, nothing illegal.
Yeah.
Busking is busking. It's not, it's fun. It's lighthearted. It's a good time. It's not something
Yeah, exactly.
nefarious. At least it shouldn't be. I don't think.
No, but
No.
there are the few that
Everybody, there's always bad eggs.
Yeah.
Always a bad egg that ruins the bunch. Sometimes there's a bunch of bad eggs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
do some 3-card Monty.
Me and Anthony were picking through the bad eggs earlier today. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah?
3-card Monty, that would be funny, but that's not busking.
No, that's stealing.
Yeah. Anybody's got some ideas for our man? Send a
A
message. and
performance you'd like to see
Yeah.
out in the
Yeah.
streets.
comment on any show, message the chat, the DM, something. We get some ideas going.
Reach out because we're here for you.
Yeah, I can't think. Anytime I'm on the spot for something,
So
complete blank.
I'm horrible at it.
Complete blank.
Horrible at it.
It's almost as if I was just born. for real. It's like on the spot. Nah.
Oh my god. Do you guys see any new movies? I know there was a couple things out.
I wanted to see Deadpool, to be honest, but I still haven't.
No, I haven't seen that.
Neither have I. I
haven't
haven't seen
even-
a movie in a long time in like the theater.
Oh my God, let's
Ooh.
go.
The last time, I can't even tell you the last time.
I think I know the last time, but I can't say.
It's the last movie I saw in a movie theater.
What movie? Do you know what movie it was?
That's the thing. I can't say.
Okay.
Wow, it's been
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I went to the movies, but I can't for the life of me remember what I saw. So I'm questioning whether I was at the movies or not. I'm wondering if this is a true remember.
Would the last movie theater be the movie theater where we did a creation?
No.
Oh, okay. Because
that's a long time
ago.
ago. Yeah, no. This has been in the last year or two, probably.
Oh.
Were you guys ever big on going to the movies frequently? Was
I
that
was.
ever a part of? Yeah,
Absolutely. I used to go to movies by myself, dude.
I've been to a few.
I back
Like-
that. I back that.
Like, so, I mean, when you say it, and it sounds a little lonely.
It doesn't though.
Well,
I mean,
sounds.
it sounds lonely. I'm going to the
Little bit.
movies by myself, but then when you're in there, I mean, how much? What are you really doing with somebody else in the
Yeah.
movies? Like,
yeah.
did you just see that? Yeah, no
Right.
shit. So it's like I rather, sometimes just if I want to watch the movie.
I hear you.
Unless you're young and you're.
I've been considering
doing-
it. Speaking
doing
of the new
30s.
movies, I've been considering going to the movies by myself recently, just because there's the new Joker movie that will have just come out. It's out now, 2 weeks probably.
Yeah.
It came out on October 5th, and that one I definitely want to see because the first one was incredible. Did you see it?
I don't
The
remember. I
Joker
seen
with
it.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes, I seen it, but it's
it's
like
incredible. It's
not
incredible,
start to finish.
and so I'm really looking
Masterpiece.
forward to the second one. That one I want to see. And then I think there was another movie that is coming out that
And
looked interesting.
Gaga's in it. I mean, Lady Gaga.
Gaga.
Lady
Yeah.
Gaga. She's a minx.
Yeah, she's Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah.
Talented woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, see if
multi-talented.
call back to my hot take of Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus. If
your
it was,
your mid take, your
Yeah.
mild, your very mild take.
yeah. If it was Miley
Hot
Cyrus, if it was Miley Cyrus
My hot
or
take.
Lady Gaga, come on.
You going Lady Gaga?
I think I'm going Lady Gaga all day. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a
probably.
big Cyrus fan.
Me either. Yeah, I think we discussed this.
She's fun.
She's like
Sure.
she's
She's a person.
You take her out for a fun time. You don't bring her home to mom. You know
Whoa,
what I mean?
whoa.
Wow.
Is that
Come
too
on.
much?
You don't know this person. You don't know. You only know what the media want you to know.
You go by what you.
She might be a guest on our show one day.
Yeah, how dare you?
and we can discuss.
Ooh.
Ms. Cyrus, please disregard my friend's utter ignorance.
I mean, she's got a lot going on.
She sure does.
She's got to figure it out. She's telling us her story. All right.
She
Okay.
is. She is telling us.
I don't really know. To be fair, I really don't know enough about these celebrities to know what's going on with
No,
them.
and nothing's really true. But from what they show you, oh, she crazy.
Okay,
You know.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I mean-
I'm not the most stable.
I mean,
person.
I don't know if
I'm
you've
sitting here
s-
dressed like a pirate, broadcasting to 3 people. Like, I'm not the most normal person in the world.
Same.
Anyway, I am.
My nose keeps
No, I'm just
falling
kidding.
off.
Our pets' heads are falling off. So, Chris, does that little box? There was a box in the studio when I came in. Does that
Yes,
have
sir.
anything to do with this show, or it's just a box that's in the
It's-
studio now?
It's for next
Is this,
show.
It's for the next show. Okay,
It's for
I
next
was
show.
wondering if it was like a surprise type thing, like I had last
No,
week.
no.
Okay.
No,
Is
no,
it
no.
like a hidden gem?
No,
situation?
it's my get up for next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, I get it. I like
Yeah,
that.
man.
It's what?
It says,
My get up
his
for next
cast
week.
costume. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a secret. We're wearing costumes next week.
Yeah.
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 Got it.
We're wearing costumes
Every week.
every week.
So far, so good.
We
Yeah.
got a couple more.
2 more.
We got
Yeah.
a couple more.
And if you're hearing the sound of our voice right now, the live stream at the end of the month on the 30th, the day before Halloween, mischief night to some.
This feels good.
We're trying to have a little Halloween party here in the studio. So we're cooking something up. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Make
It's
sure
gonna
you
be
stay
fun.
tuned.
Yeah, we got candy.
Regardless, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is. It's always
Yeah.
fun. If you come to the studio, I don't care who you are, you're having fun. bro.
You're right. You're right.
There hasn't been one person that's been like, nah, man, that was Bowen.
Everybody who's come in has had a blast, and they all are eager to come back. So that's I think that's a credit to us.
I mean, when you have multiple comebacks, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we got a lot of repeat customers.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
we
what I'm
do.
saying.
Yeah, we do. We're liked in the community.
Right,
There
and
we are.
and we like the community,
Absolutely.
fellas.
Yo, sir,
How's about a scary story?
I would absolutely love a
Hold
scary
on, let me
Would you
get my
love a-
shield.
A scary story that you've never heard before? So here's what I did. I was inspired by Chris a couple of weeks ago. And so I went on ChatGPT
Yes.
and I asked ChatGPT to tell me a story that I've never, a spooky story that I've never,
create a
that
story?
no one's ever heard before. And then it came up with a story, and then I was like, no, a little spookier, please. And then it was like, how about this? And I was like, all right, that'll do. That's fine. Gentlemen, I give you The Lanterns of Dim Creek.
Of Dim Creek?
In the small town of Dim Creek, Halloween cast a heavy shroud over the landscape. This year, the whispers about the old Whitmore estate grew louder. Abandoned for decades, the house stood as a decaying relic, cloaked in thick fog and shrouded in tales of woe. It was said that on Halloween night, the spirits of the Whitmore family emerged to seek their lost lanterns, which held their souls captive.
Oh, snap.
As dusk fell, a group of daring teenagers, Maya, Jake, and Liam, found themselves standing before the estate, drawn by a mix of bravado and dread. The iron gate creaked open. a sound that echoed like a death knell. Inside, the air was thick with the musty scent of mildew and rot. Shadows loomed as their flashlights flickered, barely piercing the oppressive darkness. Laughter bubbled nervously among them, but it was soon silenced by an ominous chill that ran down Maya's spine. "Do you feel that?" she whispered, glancing over her shoulder. "It's just the cold," Jake replied, though his voice was shaky. They ventured deeper into the house, where dust lay thick on the floor like a shroud. Each creak of the floorboards sounded like whispers, as if the house itself were alive and watching. They arrived at the grand staircase where an eerie portrait of the Whitmore family hung, their eyes seeming to follow the teen's every move, glimmering with an unsettling hunger. Suddenly, Liam noticed a flickering light at the end of a dim hallway. "Let's check it out," he urged, a thrill of adrenaline coursing through him. As they approached, the light revealed an old, weathered lantern resting on a table, its flame flickering violently, as if it were desperate for attention. But just as Maya reached out to touch it, a gust of wind slammed the door behind them, trapping them inside. Panic surged. The whispers intensified, now a cacophony of anguished voices. Echoing through the halls. "Help us! Find the lanterns," they cried, the tone chilling and desperate. "What does that even mean?" Jake shouted, his voice tinged with fear. Suddenly the air grew heavy, and the spectral figure of a woman appeared. A ghostly visage with hollow eyes and tattered dress that swirled like mist. The lanterns, you must find them," she rasped, her voice in a haunting melody of sorrow. The teens scattered, driven by an instinctual need to escape. They searched frantically through the darkened rooms, finding more lanterns hidden in the depths of decay. Each lantern they uncovered pulsed with a sickly glow, filling the air with a sickly sweet scent that made them gag. As they collected the last lantern, the atmosphere shifted. A deafening silence enveloped them. The woman reappeared, her expression a mix of desperation and gratitude. "You've freed us," she whispered, but her voice now held an edge of urgency. The lanterns dimmed, and the walls of the house began to close in, the air thick with palpable dread. The floor trembled beneath them, and shadows twisted unnaturally, reaching out like dark tendrils. Suddenly, the world around them warped. They were thrown into a void, darkness swallowing them whole. When they landed, they found themselves back at the estate's entrance, breathless and shaken. "Was that real?" Jake gasped, eyes wide with terror. Maya glanced back, but the Whitmore estate still stood silent, as if mocking their fear. Just as they turned to leave, Maya reached into her pocket and pulled out an intricately carved lantern, its surface warm and throbbing with a faint light. "Where did this come from?" she whispered, her heart racing. The lantern flickered to life, casting ghastly shadows that twisted around them. The air grew thick with whispers, now a frantic chorus pleading for release. The ground trembled beneath their feet, and a bone-chilling laughter echoed around them. And in that moment, they understood. They hadn't simply encountered ghosts. They had become part of the haunting. The lantern in Maya's hand glowed brighter, drawing them back toward the estate where the shadows were alive with the restless spirits of the Whitmore family, now seeking new souls to join their eternal search for freedom. The last thing they heard before darkness consumed them was the chilling refrain of the whispers. "Welcome home."
Oh. Well done.
And that's our scary, spooky story for Halloween. I hope you liked it.
Well done, Dave.
Thank you. I'm gonna try and add in some sound effects in the final edit. We'll see how it goes.
Sick. Dude, that was cool.
You had enough sound effects with your voice going on there.
Yeah, like the creak of the gate and this, that, and the other thing. Maybe I'll try to add some stuff. I don't know. It might work.
A Foley artist.
Yeah.
He's gonna Foley it up.
He's
Well, I'm not. I've done Foley, but this. I'll probably just download some sound effects.
Yeah.
he's legit.
That's like, for me, I think that would be a really fun job. Tedious, I'm sure.
Foley, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. And for people who don't know what Foley is,
It is the sound effects that you hear in a lot of things.
some movies and TV shows. That very often they will create sound effects that enhance or replicate sounds from a movie. Like they'll hit shoes on a floor, with or they'll. One of them when the dinosaur eggs in Jurassic Park. Speaking of dinosaurs, were hatching in the movie. The sound was actually a person wearing rubber gloves dragging the rubber gloves across the surface of a pineapple.
Oh, cool.
And it was like the of the glove kind of slipping and snapping on, and that was the sound that they used for the breaking of the eggs in Jurassic Park.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean,
How
a lot of
about
times
that?
sounds are like people behind a microphone with like a few things making sounds.
I helped somebody do a Doritos commercial that they submitted for something, and part of it was that they had to like eat the Doritos. So I did some Foley in my house where I like went in my closet where all the clothes were, so it was really quiet and damp, or the sound was dampened, and I was just like picking the perfect potato chips out of the bag, and I would just be like and make like the crunch, and so I had to record. I have like my own proprietary crunches that I then added into the commercial, so it made it look like whenever anybody took a bite, it was like this perfect crunch. It was great.
Long story short, he was eating chips in a closet.
I put a video. There's a video of it on my Instagram if you scroll back far enough.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's not a bad day.
it came out good.
It's not a bad
Yeah,
day.
it came out, the sounds came out delicious.
Miss Man's made some stuff back in his day over the years.
I've got some notches on my belt. As
Nice.
they say. Yeah,
Shooter McGavin.
So there's my scary story for you guys.
I like
Hope
it.
you liked
I give
it.
it a 10 out of 10.
Say it with your chest.
Me
10
and
out of 10.
ChatGPT worked it out.
Nice.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So let me ask you a question about so the three of us, we're friends,
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Sure.
right? And we like to bust each other's chops.
It's what friends do.
I don't think so. That doesn't sound like me.
You put that eye patch back on. You lie like a rug. And we point shit out. So whether it's busting each other's chops for good or for bad, but I don't know if you recall this, Dave. I know
Oh boy.
you're the guy back there in the computer room. and
He's about to
you-
call me out on something. I know
Confirmed.
it.
This is what that smells like for me. Yeah, I do think you're right about that.
Do you think so?
I do. Go ahead, Anthony. Bring it on.
So
He's got his.
If you-
Oh, now you're in trouble.
about 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Go ahead.
We were sitting here, and as a great friend that you are, caring,
Oh boy.
he
I don't know. I don't like how I'm being used to emotionally
I know,
manipulate Chris right now.
and you like how I
Oh,
drag
there it
this
is.
out.
There it is.
Funny story.
Oh wait. First of all, let Anthony finish what he was going to say. Don't jump ahead. Explain what you mean for the people who may not have seen it.
So, 2 weeks ago, Dave, as a good friend, was watching the Momos hitting a vape.
You were both vaping on the show,
Vaping hard, as we do, and
Did.
as we've done for years.
as you did. Yeah.
And, he's saying lots of studies coming on, bad for you, and I agree, and we should stop, and we looked at each other, and we fisted, we pounded,
We did.
and we were like, this one we have here is our last one.
Yep.
And we said, listen, if you got to go get yourself a tobacco that's a cigarette, if you got to get yourself an out just to get you through it so you never at least vape, because we agree that vaping is much worse than,
Analog.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't see myself with a vape here.
You are. You know what? You're right. Anthony, congratulations. Anthony's off the vapes, everybody. Anthony's off the vapes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Woo!
You played yourself.
Congratulations.
No, you didn't.
I
Chris
know.
played himself. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. And when I came in here
today.
today,
Yep.
Dave runs in here and goes, "Hey,
I was on it.
I found something of yours."
No. That's not what I said. I saw you with that thing in your hand. And I said, Chris.
Ah, okay.
I said,
Yeah.
Chris, where'd that vape come from? And he's like, this is the one I've had the whole time. And then I said, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. And I said, are you sure? And he said, yeah. So I came in here and went back into the trash, and I pulled out the one that looks just like that I found on the floor here yesterday, because I was in here doing the football podcast yesterday with Danny Mac, and it was sitting right on the floor in front of Chris's chair. That one that you guys cheersed with, that last one is in here in the garbage pail. So, Chris,
Explain
But
yourself.
you can pick up the story from here.
I seriously thought it was the same one.
He did.
I must have had another one in my house or wherever, because I did not.
My man's got hose in different area codes.
I did not buy another one.
So no purchases. is what
No.
you're saying. Okay.
So he's just working through his backstock.
And you know
He's
what?
working through your
I can't
inventory.
afford it. That's like,
Working through your inventory.
So, Chris, how many more puffs do you think you have left in that bad boy?
there can't be that much more left. Honestly, there can't be. There can't be.
Is that your last one?
It has to be.
Well, that's what we said about the last one.
Mm.
The last one was the last one. What about this one? What do we call
wait,
this one?
Wait, question. Does your wife happen to purchase anything for you from time to time? Like, here, babe, thought I should get you something.
Not these.
No.
I get her vapes because she doesn't go to the store I go to.
Oh, what kind does she smoke?
I don't know. It's the
Different than you?
They're square, small
Elf
stubby
bars?
squares. No.
Different than you, huh? Okay, just listen. Just checking.
John just wants to make sure that the
HDQ.
the pantry isn't
HDQ.
getting replenished behind your back.
No.
Hey, no,
Okay.
listen,
All right, Chris.
hey, man.
Chris,
You know, it's just training. I'm sure
we care
probably
about
be better.
you. This is for your own good,
You
buddy.
probably train harder.
More efficiently and more
Yeah.
effectively, for sure.
I did learn a mean combo.
Listen, I bet you could do that combo a tenth of a second faster.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
got to take an extra
That
breath
Chris.
because you're out of
but
it.
hey,
That's
listen,
just science.
I own my shit. Honest mistake. Honest mistake.
Well, that's the problem
I
is
have
that you
not-
own a lot. You own more shit than we realize, and a lot of it is vapes.
These aren't cheap, dude. I don't just have them floating about.
I apparently you do.
What are those?
The-
Like
the thing is,
5,000,
though,
7,500 puffs?
You do.
29
2,900?
2,900? That's a weird number.
Now
or
now-
25 or 29. I swear.
I understand the number.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't
they
know.
sell those. But
Had-
listen,
Go ahead.
your boy,
What's your
your boy
gripe?
was buying those black ones I always had. Those were 7,500. That was never lasted longer than a week. Never lasted longer than a week.
Did
That
you
also
use it-
could be a me problem. which
you're
slightly was.
definitely involved in that. Yes.
No, I was because it's constant all day long. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've seen you in pretty much episodes, and it's constant. So I'm saying it's 20,
yeah, but
2,900. That is a 3-day maxer. for you.
that's he sees me in episodes constantly, but that's just in a concentrated time period. I don't barely touch this
Small
thing when
sample,
I'm not
Anthony.
here.
Small sample.
I don't know.
Chris, is that the last one?
Yeah, dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude.
Look, you know what? Hey, give me that. I want to mark it.
You can mark it.
I want to mark it.
You're gonna have to scratch something in it.
Oh, I'll
that's
fucking
dry
bite it.
erase.
I have a marker
This is
in
dry
here.
erase?
I got Sharpie in here, bud.
What is this? Is this a gel pen?
That's not gonna work.
Oh, this has got a
I
scrape
like where your
right
head's
here.
at, though.
Yeah, bitches. I'm gonna write my name in this shit.
It'd be like a magic trick where he pulls it out of your pocket in a little while.
Yeah.
Is that my signature?
No, there's enough scrapage going on here. We could see it. If we see some freaking something like this, and there's another one, there's no scraping, we gotta throw it or something. If there's another one,
We gotta throw it.
that's what I told my kids. If there's another one and it doesn't have this scrape, you have to spin the wheel. Bang.
That's not enough.
No.
At this point, no, it's not.
Well, I mean, he
Oh,
doesn't
wheel spin.
A wheel spin
I still
is
owe
not
a
enough.
wheel spin.
You do owe a wheel spin?
I mean,
a punishment.
a punishment. Yeah,
You owe a punishment.
I
yeah.
owe a punishment.
No. Yeah. Here's the deal.
I like it.
We're not giving him an opportunity for a reward if he walks in here with another vape, because the wheel also has just as much as the wheel has a bad thing, it also has opportunity for reward. This can't even be a wheel scenario. This has to be something totally other.
I'm not eating the one chip challenge.
No. I wasn't going to say that.
You got to open
That's
the
part of the
door with
wheel.
your mouth, man.
That's no. That's part of the wheel also. I think. Right? It's still
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Oh
man, I can't
no.
wait
This
for that to not be
this
me.
this will have. You have to drink the bong water.
Oh my!
You have to drink
God.
the bong water. He has to drink the bong water. I'm sorry. It's official. You have to drink the
Oh,
bong water.
sip.
Yeah, you have to take like a full mouthful of bong water.
Ah!
Mm-hmm. That's what he has to do. That's what he has to do. You want it? You know what? You want a vape? I'll make you drink a whole pack of vape.
Liquid vape.
That's what you're doing to yourself, buddy. That's what you're doing to yourself.
Yeah, vaping in there. That's what's in there.
You got to drink the bong water. It's done. It's done. That's it. That's it.
All right,
We
listen.
worked it out. I'm
Shot-
glad we talked this through, guys.
Bong water ingested, I agree. I think we can go to a shot instead of a mouthful. Mouthful, dude, that's like
A mouthful is a shot. Okay, a shot is good. One of these, this orange shot glass.
a
right
shot
here.
glass, a shot glass.
The Clouded Minds official shot glass that used to be hot shot. Now it's going to be pot shot for Chris. If Chris smokes another vape after that one, pot shot. It's official.
I don't know what I want more for you to not do it.
I want him. I want him to stop vaping. Is what I want.
right.
That's the number one thing
I'm
I
leaving
want.
here and going to buy a pack
but
of
here's
ciggies.
here's the deal. I'll be thrilled either way.
Right.
I'll be happy as a clam either way. If he smokes another vape, I will be just as happy as I am if he never smokes another vape. Because the pot shot, that's a great idea. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad-
So we doing football picks this week or what?
No, not this week.
Get me off of this.
Yeah, get me off this. Jane, get me off this crazy thing.
Come on, Sharon.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, well, you know what? It's only because we love you, Chris.
I know.
You know,
I appreciate
if we didn't care, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
I
If
appreciate
we
it.
didn't care, we wouldn't make you drink bong water, bro.
Yeah, if I wasn't going to be sitting there ringside with you in December, you know, with my guy,
Right.
you know,
Think about what.
I want him to be able to go full speed the whole time.
Think about how much time is left from now till then.
It's like 2 months.
I know.
It's literally 2 months.
I was trying to not time more.
Yeah, no. I'm helping you with the math. It's 2 months from now, right now, from this show, from the time you're watching this show till then. It's 2 months.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And if that one like we're on a Wednesday, that can't last you past this weekend. There's no way the next week we're here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you agree with that, Chris? Is that reasonable?
100%.
Cool. All right.
He's a little nervous.
But just no, I'm not. But
He's
just
thinking
know
about
that
the pot shot.
oh my
yeah.
God, he is.
I'm not sucking on that thing all day like it's my
no,
job.
I didn't say you were.
No, but you did say you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
see?
figured he was similar in the sense of at least.
Apparently not.
No, when I'm home,
You're a much harder smoker than he is.
I am-
Problem. Everybody tells me that.
I'm sucking my bong all day
All right.
at home.
There's got to be a better way to say that.
I'm smoking my bong all day long.
That's a
like
button, though.
every. I mean, I am. I'm sucking on that thing all day long.
Oh God, that's a double.
So are you the type of person, because I know this is a thing for Anthony, where if you smoke weed, you
Oh, yeah,
immediately crave
huge.
a nicotine, like a
No,
cigarette. You know, okay,
I don't.
That's
That's the fight I'm fighting.
that's a hard thing for you.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I used to.
The
I
only,
used
the only
to.
reason I noticed it is because like we smoked and I'm like, oh man, I could really crave something right now, and I'm talking to you and like meh, I was like, oh my God.
Yep.
I used to love to smoke and then smoke a Newport.
Well, because it's menthol and it like boosts the high.
I think that's just a fallacy. I think it's just
Nah,
the,
'cause
the,
you- if
the
you smoke
head
a-
rush you get.
Well, right, but it does something with your head, including
It compounds it. It compounds. It doesn't boost your high, but it compounds the high.
Right.
Yeah.
However you want a technicality, it does something.
I used to love me smoking Newport.
Yeah, but now that's just the thing. Like whenever I ever stopped and like did a cleanse where I took a couple of days to a week of like no butter or anything, never craved, didn't care for a cigarette or a vape or whatever the matter. But the second I was I got high, I was like, man, I might just want that right now. Give it to me.
People are different.
It's like it was like Jack Sparrow with the rum.
I was always like, I also know that people who, very often, even people who don't quote smoke cigarettes, when they drink, they like to smoke.
yeah.
That never appealed to me. I could never
That
understand.
happens.
Yeah.
But I don't really drink like that at all.
Yeah,
I'm
but
a
like,
social drinker.
That's another
I don't go
combo
out.
like the weed and the cigarettes was never really my thing. Although I will smoke a blunt from time to time.
Yeah.
And the
But you
and
used
the,
to smoke though.
Pardon? I smoked cigarettes
Yeah.
a long time ago. Yeah.
Right.
When I first met you, I believe I was like just basically finishing up smoking cigarettes. It was like the last few months or a year or whatever that I.
You were on the back end.
Yeah, and then I gave it up. I gave it up for good.
Nice.
I only smoked for my whole life. I smoked cigarettes for maybe 2 full years.
Okay.
That was it. I got in the bad habit because I was working at a sales job, and like literally
Yeah.
everyone else I worked with smoked cigarettes. So it was always like everybody was standing outside talking. And I was the manager. I was a sales manager, so I was out there just chatting with them, bullshitting with them. We go out to lunch. We do this. We do that, and everyone's constantly smoking cigarettes. So eventually, I just kind of like picked it up and then I put it down.
Well,
Right,
at least
you
you were able to pick it up and put it down. You know.
Yeah, well, see, I was able to
It's
do
not
that.
for everybody.
I use dip to get past the cravings and stuff because dip is easier to quit because it's much grosser and it's way easy. It's much clearer that it's doing some damage to your body because you can see your fucking gums disappear. You can't see your lungs get black, but you can see your gums disappear. So it was easier for me to take that step down and then just kick,
Maybe
the,
you should
kick the dip.
Dip.
No, that scares me because I've actually seen a friend of mine have his bottom jaw removed and half his tongue. So he's
Oh.
got like this.
It's
weird
bad.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
It's-
Right.
It's
So then
weird, man.
So then, like, we think of that internally. I'm trying here.
Yeah, that worked for me, but I don't think that's going to work for everybody.
No, everybody's different, but
Yeah.
hey, progress, not perfection.
Okay. Yes, sir, Captain America, sir. Aye, Captain.
Aye.
Yeah.
I can do this all day. No,
Yeah, that's a line he says.
I know, but he looked at me like
I've never seen the movie.
Wow.
You're cheating yourself too. Him with the Game of Thrones, you with the Marvel movies.
Like Marvel,
Just have some fun.
I've
Marvel
seen a
movies are
couple
good.
of them. I've seen a few
Listen,
of them.
if you're not gonna do them all, like Captain America is a classic, and
It's one of the best ones.
One of the best ones because
Yeah.
history is involved too, so it's nice. I
well, it's
history's
not
a little
real. It's not
involved.
true history, but
No, but it's like in the war.
they
it's
set
like
it in the
America.
real world more
Right.
than the other movies.
All right.
He's not sitting there like shooting things with his eyes, and it's like the Batman. Of
He's the first superhero, essentially.
Really?
Captain
Yeah.
America, the first Avenger, right? That's what it's called. That's what the original movie is
the
called.
first Avenger.
Oh.
He's in the Marvel world. Yeah, he was.
He's in the Marvel. He's the first, superhero that ever came to be.
Who's the first villain?
The guy from that movie. The guy.
Oh,
that
I
he
guess that
went
makes
on,
sense.
yeah.
Duh.
Supposedly, and from my movie, they. I forgot his name, but what it was is it was a serum. Like they put him in this machine. Like he was a scrawny little dude, but he just had like the heart of gold. in
Anthony,
him.
spoiler. Gosh.
If they haven't
I'm just kidding.
seen it. Sorry for all the children that watch this show that haven't seen it. So it wasn't a matter of like how strong you were to be for this serum to work. It was more of heart and mind, I guess, or whatever. So he fit the mold. They put him in there. He turns into Captain America, but he wasn't the first person they tried this on. It's the first person they tried it on, and he got all the power and stuff, but just went south, as they do. I forgot his name.
Ultron.
Red Skull.
Red Skull. Yeah, because
Because he had a red skull.
He had a red skull. His face was off.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
Face
Ultron
off.
was a little deeper into the game, but they created him. Yeah, it's AI. Except
Oh.
that,
Here's a if you're watching this right now
I like it.
and you haven't seen this yet on Netflix, for the month of October, I think a good watch is Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. Do you guys know who Lyle and Eric Menendez are?
The name sounds familiar.
Are
But
they the ones that killed their rich parents
Yes.
and they were on a famous baseball card?
That I don't know. Maybe. What do you mean a famous baseball card?
So there was a baseball card that I forget who the player was, but it's a famous player. And if you look in the background, they're sitting next to each other courtside.
So it was a basketball player.
And it's the night of their parents, the night they killed their parents.
I don't think that's true. Not based on the TV show anyway.
Ah, okay.
On the TV, like the show that I just watched, they did not go to a basketball game the night they killed their parents.
Okay.
they just killed their parents.
Yeah, maybe it was after. Maybe it was after they killed their parents because after they killed
They
their
need an
parents,
alibi.
they spent a lot of money. So maybe they went to a game at that point.
yeah.
Courtside seats. No, well, they did do the alibi, but it wasn't a basketball.
Was it New York? They were in New York?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, you got all your.
So
you might,
it's a
you might need
documentary.
a refresher.
Documentary.
It's not a documentary. It's a series. It's a short series. It's 9 episodes, and
I like those.
it's dramatic. So it's actors doing it. It's not a documentary, but it tells you the story of what happened.
I
Yeah,
like that.
it's pretty good.
That was a 45-minute or hour.
They're like about an hour, 50 minutes, something
Not
like that.
bad.
I like to
9
lead to know because sometimes
Yeah,
when I get
you can binge
something,
it in
I
like
gotta,
3 or 4 days. I binged it in 2 days, but I was off from work.
Dude, it might be a problem. So I'm a problem.
Why?
I
binged it in 2 days.
I've binged.
How much worse could it be than that?
One.
That's
I've
a
binged-
long day, but you could do it.
I binged a 10-episode 1-hour series in a day.
I can see that.
10
Yeah, hey,
hours.
look, if you got a day off and you got nothing
Yeah, if
else
you
to
have the
do,
time.
you know.
You just woke up. I had like the mattress in the living room.
Oh wow,
Look, I do that.
this is a little different.
Settle down. Let me just real quick. I do that for the kids because I live upstairs. So
Right.
like they like to do a lot of jumping, and sometimes it's like movie night, whatever the case may be. So we did it, and then brought them to their moms, and I was like, I was gonna leave this shit here. You know what I mean? Ordered food to the bed almost, bro. You got weed there, remote, 75-inch TV, all goddamn day.
Hey, look, that's living the life.
Listen,
That's,
if you
that's
ask me-
if you're a single guy, you're living
Yeah.
that. He is living the goddamn life.
You're dragging your mattress down the stairs and back up the
No, no,
stairs
no,
for
no,
the
no.
kids?
No, it's
He
my
lives.
room.
His
I live
apartment is upstairs.
Upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So like they when they want to go, or if it's like a rainy day and they got energy, I'll bring the bed in and do some flips on it, whatever the case may be. And then like I was just too lazy to then put it in after I dropped them off, and I was like, it stayed there, bro. It stayed there for a few days. It was a week.
it stayed there for a few days. It was a week. It was definitely a week.
It was a week.
Nice. Well, what show did you watch?
Oh man, that day. Don't judge me, because I've done it more than
You're
once. But that
immediately
was
about to get judged.
Yeah,
that
you
was-
can't. Yeah, when you have to say, "Don't judge me" after, not before.
that was the longest I've done.
Tell us
that.
the name of the show.
Outer Banks.
Oh wait, is that like a teenage show?
It's
Like a teen
it's a-
tweenie?
it's like today's Goonies in a sense.
No, it's not.
What's a teenager Goonie? It's a treasure, dude. Me and Treasure, Captain Jack Sparrow. It's about treasure.
Yeah, it's probably not for me.
I like treasure stories.
Right on.
What's it called?
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks? I never heard of it.
Now, what do they call it? OTX or something? They call it something else, but
OBX.
OBX. Yeah. Outer Banks, and that one was good. I like that. What was the other one?
I was riding in a car with somebody once, and there was a sticker, the little white oval stickers on the car, and it's like PHX, they've been to Phoenix and whatever.
Mhm.
So it said OBX, and the person was like, "Why does that person have an Outer Bridge Crossing sticker on their car?" That's a New York, New Jersey joke. Sorry if you don't get it.
Yeah.
That's a fair shake. That's funny.
What is it?
I can't think of that show. Power couple, drug money laundering. No.
Power couple money laundering?
It's a couple money laundering for like a cartel.
Oh, Ozark.
Yes. I watched like a whole.
That's a
season.
great
I watched the
series.
whole season
Really?
in a day.
Great.
Oh my
on
God,
Netflix,
bro.
right? Netflix.
I think it was on. I don't know where it is or whatever.
it's
It's
Netflix. Incredible. If you haven't seen
Absolutely
Ozark, watch it. Have you ever seen Peaky Blinders?
No.
Oh my God, dude, you have so much to watch.
People
You-
told me about
I
that. I
envy
watched
you
one episode.
because this is one of those situations. Your favorite things. Don't you wish that sometimes you could go back and experience them again for the first time?
Yeah, you're right.
You have the opportunity to experience, Game of Thrones for the first time, to experience Outer Banks, Ozark for the first time, and Peaky Blinders for the first. You know what I mean? Like you have all these great things that I'm happy for you that you get to now.
Nice. All
and
right.
You have some good watching.
I'll
too.
report back. I'll check them out.
Dude,
I'll report back.
for my opinion, start with Ozark.
I'll do first episode of each of all three, and I'll report back. Is that possible?
No, you should go
just
one
season, one thing at a
go
time. Series.
from start to finish.
Ozark. Start with Ozark.
Yeah.
Or have you seen The Boys?
I
on,
saw
on Netflix,
one episode.
on Prime.
I
The
saw
Boys on
one
Prime. Did you ever
episode.
watch The Boys on Prime, Anthony?
You got me into The Boys.
So you've seen the whole thing.
I've seen the most recent one. And to me, it's just like this last one kind of got out of hand.
Well, they have to keep getting more outrageous, and
Right.
things have to keep getting crazier and crazier.
But
But
like the first 3 seasons were solid.
I saw
I'm
the
looking for.
first
I think this season
episode.
was a lot of setup for what's going to happen in the following
Right,
season.
right, all right. But there was a good,
another good one.
series.
Yeah.
But if you're out of all the ones we just named, in my opinion, Ozark.
Peaky
Ozark.
Blinders is right on that level,
Okay.
in my opinion. I have to
But
say.
I did
I didn't
watch
see that in
Episode 1 of The Boys, and then I just forgot about it.
Yeah, and The Boys is. I think The Boys is pretty dope.
Okay.
Boys, Ozark for sure. Like
Peaky Blinders,
Peaky Blinders. I gotta put that on.
That's
where's
like
that on?
Game of Thrones for
They're
you.
like Cockney or British, right?
Yeah, they're in
Yes,
they're in
yeah.
Birmingham.
and they're like
England.
a gang or something. Are they
Yeah.
a gang?
It's like a family. It's like sort of like a mob of sorts. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The
And
lead
that's on
actor in
Netflix?
there is like
Yeah.
hella famous, right?
All right, so
Cillian Murphy.
I
He's in a lot of stuff.
I gotta
He's
put
good.
something on because I've been
The
I mean-
Peaky fucking Blinders.
it's football
All
season,
right.
so I've been working in I've been looking at a lot of that, but I've been looking for something else to watch. So Peaky Blinders has been mentioned by numerous people.
Very good. But here's what I recommend: watch it with the subtitles. You might not need them all the time, but you're gonna need them sometimes. You can be like, "What the fuck did he just say?"
Yeah, they use
their
some
accents
slang
are
and
their
shit,
slang
right?
and their accents are so heavy. But also, people may not know that they have like gypsy in their family. Part of their family has like gypsy roots or whatever.
Okay.
So he'll go to the gypsy families and they'll speak in the gypsy language, whatever it is, and the subtitles tell you what they're actually saying.
Oh man,
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm in. Is it like essentially like a full cast of the Brad Pitt character from that one movie?
More or less, like
All
speaking,
right.
it's the pikers, yeah.
All right.
The pikeys, whatever. Yeah, that similar to that. It's not that bad. You can understand, like I said, you can understand a lot of what they say, but sometimes they'll either like you said, use slang, or they'll just say something in such a way where you're just like, what the fuck?
Sick.
But yeah, the other hidden benefit, which I didn't realize at first, was that you get to hear what they're saying in like whatever it is, Romanian or gypsy language or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Scandinavian.
I'm sure that even saying gypsy language is probably offensive to somebody.
Right,
I don't
right,
know.
right.
I'm
Somebody's
sorry that
hurt.
I don't know the correct thing to say.
It's
But
all right.
that's what they're doing.
You're not offending anybody.
the gypsies are outraged right now.
We're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, by the gypsies.
Yep.
That's okay. They'll move away.
Oh my God, you should do a gypsy dance.
For the
That's offensive.
a belly dance, you mean?
Something.
I like a belly dance.
I'll do a belly dance. I don't have much of a belly anymore, but I'll do a belly dance.
You don't have to have a belly to do a belly dance. You're dancing with your belly.
Fair.
Yeah.
You know that probably
you gotta do,
solid
like, a
ab
lot of,
workout too.
Waves with your belly and like
Yeah.
move it around and stuff like that. Move your
Yeah, I
hips.
have no idea how to do that, so it'll be horrible. Just
Oh
what
my
you
God.
guys want.
Hula hooping for like 10 minutes
I don't know how to
on a
hula
in
hoop
like a very
for
high traffic street.
a
Exactly.
second.
But that'd be shaking hips. It's a 2-for-1 special, if you ask me. In a
Hula
ba-
hooping? No, it's not busking. Maybe it is. If you have a performance to do.
Yeah.
What did we say? A minute? 3 minutes? What
depends
was
on the
thing?
performance.
Okay. We didn't decide.
Because if he's like hula hooping, like
That's got to be a couple minutes.
dude, you're
Like
out there
5,
10 minutes
10
on a
minutes.
corner working that thing.
Yeah. On your arm, on your neck,
All
on
over.
your waist, on your leg, all over the place. On your head.
Yeah, scratch that off the
Two
list.
hula hoops, one on each side. Yeah.
Yeah, scratch that off the list. I do not know how to hula hoop. And I don't. I'm 45 years old. I don't wish to learn how to hula hoop.
Yeah, you'll be out there looking like a clown.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, you could do the skip it.
Ooh.
No, that's not a busk.
Skip it, yeah, like for like 15 minutes.
They still
10.
make that thing?
Yeah, modern, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Really? Skip it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a cheap toy.
I know what it is.
No, I'm saying now
Yeah.
it's like a cheap toy. It's
Oh.
like a.
Well, yeah, it used to be a real expensive toy.
I remember when the Razor scooter came out, it was $100.
Oh yeah, those things. That was berserk when that happened. I was working in retail at that time, and the Razor scooter craze was people were crazy
Yeah.
Yeah.
for these things.
it was
It
like
was
prime time
insane.
for
And
me.
then like the quality of them kept getting worse and worse and worse, but people just kept buying them and buying them and buying
Yeah,
them.
they
It
didn't
was
give a fuck.
it was
They
crazy.
bought that name.
Yep. I worked in, do you know Boscov's department stores?
Yeah.
And I was working in like the sporting goods, and then I also worked in toys. So I was the Razor scooter guy. Bro, this was berserk.
Dude, the
Berserk.
gross profit they made $100 because now it's 15.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these things, the quality just kept getting worse and worse and worse. They must get them cheaper and cheaper and
Oh my
cheaper,
God.
and they're selling them at these crazy prices.
And the Razor doesn't just do scooters. They have a ton of different products.
Well, they do now because they
Rideable
fucking blew up.
products. Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like they came out with that scooter. That scooter went
Dude,
went
They
crazy.
made that scooter costed them $10 to make. at most.
I don't even think it was that
and the-
much.
And then the
Maybe
volume,
in materials. Maybe.
$10 at most. Oh, at all said and done, $10 at most. And they charge you $99.99. And then they started making everything else. They got the little dirt bikes now and shit. Yeah, fucking.
I want to get an e-bike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those things are pretty cool.
they are.
Let's get a Segway.
Segway, nah, man. Those things, they didn't catch on. It was too dumb.
No,
Yeah.
there's many people that like have electric bikes and they're doing
Yeah.
Instacart and
That's what I'm
you know I
saying.
mean?
And they have the ones that do like 30 mile an hour, which is great.
Yeah, watch out. Those people where I work right all the time. That's
Well,
where
those
they
you
are.
have to go to motor vehicle and register them.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
And you got to wear a helmet. I mean,
So low speed vehicle.
do you have to wear a helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I would do because it's, you're,
Oh, yeah,
you're moving.
regardless.
30 miles an hour on a bike,
fast.
you're moving.
It's fast.
Pew! I wish we had that when I was a kid.
Right? I wish we had that too. We just put like weed whacker motors attached to sprockets on our
Oh,
bikes.
I used to use. You never did like the card or the can.
I never did that. I know what you're talking about, but I never
to
did
make
it.
it. Brrrr.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
our grandparents did that.
Yeah. Well, hey,
we
hard.
we
Kids-
broke
kids don't know about that now.
we broke
course,
my
that's what I'm saying,
friend's
our
dad's
grandparents did.
weed whacker. We took my friend's dad's weed whacker apart
And like mounted it to the bike.
and put a chain with an extra sprocket attached to a throttle. Dude, it was fun.
Creativity.
It was a pisser.
Creativity back in the day.
It was a
huh?
pisser.
Yeah. That's impressive that you guys did that.
Yeah.
Guy was probably mad, but at the same time, I'm proud, you know?
He was like, "Dang."
Yeah, it was a mixed bag. He was like, "What the fuck?
But he's been
That's
like,
cool as hell."
like,
Right.
dude, I don't got a pedal now.
Right.
You know?
It's impressive. I
I
don't
think
think
my
I would have
friend
been able
broke
to
his
do that.
shoulder.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not so
A
cool.
couple days later, he was whipping around the neighborhood and got hit by a car.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you shift make a bike.
Listen, it worked. It worked. It did.
Meow.
Yeah.
Anthony, have you tried the whatchamacallit yet?
In real life, I've had that many times.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. I just want to remind people who are watching that the
That the Nutrageous bar you must check out, as well as the whatchamacallit, because those are less popularly known candy bars that are on the all-time candy list.
I had
we
me.
have Twix.
I had me a Snickers today for a snack right before the show.
Oh
Twix.
yeah, fun size.
No, normal.
Whatchamacallit.
Oh yeah, those are so good. They remind me of my mom.
Nutrageous.
Talk dirty to me.
The Nutrageous
that's the guy.
bar. The original. And then
Yeah,
talk
not
about
the
original.
outrageous.
The Snickers bar.
I'm telling you,
Try all 4 of these.
yeah.
That's your homework. If you haven't done it already, you have to be prepared.
Yeah. And we're gonna.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
And come with your. Let us know what your favorite is. I want to know.
If it's not, if
'Cause-
it didn't make the 4, I mean, we may have discussed it. So make sure you check out the episode when it comes out next week. But
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know by the time
Oh.
we do the live stream.
that's not what I meant to say. It came out last week.
Yeah. But I want to know by the live stream because I want to taste everybody's favorites.
That would be nice if we could bring some of their favorites in. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know what we don't know.
With the mustache and your hair covered up, you look like Aaron Rodgers. Kind of looks right or wrong. Do you see it?
I see it.
Yep.
I see it.
Looks like Aaron Rodgers.
When he first put his getup on, I was like, he's like, oh, you don't know this guy from like this hospital.
I don't know
thing?
what he was mentioning, like what he was referring to, but I still like the costume. A clown doctor. Come on, that plays. Clown doctor plays.
Thank you.
Clown doctor plays. I'm on Chris's side on this one.
Hey, listen. I told him I was like, does it come with a van that says I have candy in the back?
Yeah, it does. That's what he drives to and from the hospital every day.
Duh. Big ass van.
After I'm
No
done, you
seats.
get a lollipop.
No
Yep.
seats.
a
Just
a
restraints.
folding chair.
Yeah.
Chris sits on a folding chair in his van.
Padded van.
Yeah. Oh man, a padded van. That's awesome.
Or creepy.
Padded van, like
I would do it if that. Wait, what are we saying?
Yeah. What are we saying?
What are you
to
saying?
not pick anybody up, to have a van that was padded on the inside for yourself, I think would be pretty cool.
So that
And
what
what
you
do you
drive
mean for
around, like
yourself?
drive crazy, and like have somebody in the back just bouncing around.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
I was like, because I'd do that.
like a bouncy house, but the whole inside of the van is bouncy house.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Hmm.
That'd make a fun video.
Yeah.
You have an idiot that would probably do that.
I don't have the technical skills to produce a padded van though. That's the tricky part of this one. Where do you find one of those? I don't think they make
you go low budget.
I don't think you could rent that from U-Haul.
You go low budget style, bro.
How? What is that? How would you do it? What would you do? Get a U-Haul truck.
I'm not low budgeting anything that's going to be in a moving vehicle.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Explain to me what you mean by low budgeting it. Because what kind of van are we talking about first of all? Because I think Chris is talking about like a box van.
A box
You're
truck?
talking about like a shaggin' wagon, like a conversion van,
right? Where I could kind of
which you couldn't stand up and you'd have to squat down or kneel down into a ball.
That's what I'm because I'm not gonna need to the goal is for me to you're not me or whatever is to be like shuffled around.
Yes.
So I don't necessarily have to be standing as long as you could stand up almost all the way.
I'm pretty positive that people have already rented box vans and just driven around with nothing inside them and jackass style.
100%. There's a kid they have like a table set up and they're like sitting there and then you're driving and then shit goes south. I was just like the low budget idea was like you get a van and like $60 and $5 pillows. Fucking tape them shits to the.
You're crazy.
That's 12 pillows.
Some blankets that we have at home,
bro. 12 pillows, dude. $60. Where'd you come up with that number?
I don't know. It's the first number.
Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, 12 pillows is not enough. That won't even cover the floor, probably, or maybe like a little bit of the walls.
I bet you got more than 12 pillows in your house.
I don't, but I would bring some.
12 pillows.
I'd bring
that ain't gonna get it done. Buddy.
Couch cushions.
I don't think your budget is high enough. It's too low budget.
Yeah,
you need a bigger budget.
Couple couch cushions.
It would have to be mattresses. I think mattresses is the way to go. You get 2 queens and 2 twins, and you put the twins on the side and put the queen on top and the queen on the bottom, and there you go. And you're off and running.
I'm down. I like that. That'd be fun.
That's a more realistic inside the conversion van.
Yeah, but that's very expensive. We have to borrow everybody.
Well,
show up to the studio with your mattress.
You could borrow the mattresses.
Yeah.
All right.
But that would be hard to do.
Yeah, in a box truck we would need a couple more mattresses.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you have to worry about trying to secure them to the wall somehow and secure them.
If you get one of those Sprinter vans size where there's a little height more to it, like you said,
like a transit.
Yeah, 2 queens and they said, yeah. Oh, we could, something for the back just in case we go forward and we got
to wear some headgear.
I'm down.
Oh, I'm so down.
We're not doing this, guys.
No, we're not doing it.
There's no way. No way. Not happening.
Maybe on Patreon.
Anthony, this could be your project. You can find a van for us, and then we'll go from there.
Give me a little time, bro. Actually, because soon.
Captain America knows a lot of people.
No, soon. In time. I got some things going on. In time, I might need a van.
Okay, fair enough. So it'll be your own van. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey guys, here's my van. Toss me around in the back.
Toss me around, my van.
Yikes. Yeah, that sounds real creepy, dude.
Thumbs up the video if you want to see Anthony get tossed around the back of a van.
Oh man.
Oh god, that would be rough.
Yeah, in more than one way, my man.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Hope you got in chance.
Goodness gracious.
It'd be all right.
So does anybody have any, I know that we're going to be trying to do a little Halloween party on the 30th. Do you guys have any Halloween parties coming up outside of that?
No.
Do you,
no.
as I know, the reason why I'm asking is because I know Chris celebrates Halloween for a whole month. So I'm wondering if there's some ultimate, crescendo at the end of the month where you go off and do your thing. You're falling apart.
Oh no.
Doctor.
Doc, hold on. Now that I'm unemployed, I have nothing.
I have nothing.
I have nothing.
Wow.
This honestly, this is going to
man.
be the first Halloween in a while that I don't really do anything. I'm gonna sit home and hand out candy. I actually talked to my neighbor today and asked her what the deal is with the chitlins, and she said we do get some.
Right.
So I'll stock up on some candy. Hand out some candy.
My fucking ass hurts.
That too, man. My fucking ass hurts.
I love all of our buttons. Nobody's got better buttons than we do.
No.
I think that is another way you could put it. Like put your buttons versus our buttons. Our buttons are better. Push your buttons.
Balls.
I mean, that's classic.
Yeah.
You know?
You got human fecal matter on there?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's not one of our drops. I pretty much made all of our drops from our show, you know?
Got
I'll
it, got
pour
it,
a
got
dab
it.
and take a lick or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact, like, if that wasn't in there,
It wouldn't be quite as good.
right?
'Cause she's in full agreement with
She's
you.
like, let's do this thing.
Right. Whatever he's saying, she's in. And that's what makes the drop. Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
There must be millions of them.
There are, gots.
Ah, Gotsy.
There are.
Where's millions of buttons, fam?
Yeah.
There's millions of buttons.
Holy crap. Guys, with that, if you made it this far, hit the like button, please. Tell your friends, subscribe. It really helps, it goes a long way. It really does.
Yeah.
It helps us get into the algorithm and YouTube.
Drop a like, drop a comment.
Yeah.
We'll comment back.
We kind of want to be part of the YouTube Cool Kids Club.
Yeah.
And we need your help.
Well,
so,
sure.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. But you can find us every Wednesday on YouTube at the Two Clouded Mind Show.
Yep.
Every Wednesday, like clockwork, new episode comes out. If you don't want to watch us, you just want to listen to us, we are everywhere that podcasts live, like Spotify and iHeartRadio and all that fancy stuff.
Yeah, and even if you like watching, still download the podcast because that helps too.
Yes, also.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Do that.
Yes.
Use your podcast app. Don't even listen to it. Just download it.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to it. Download it. That's all we ask.
Hell yeah. Good idea.
Right?
Yeah. Even
Like,
if you download it, save it for later.
Right. Couple button
We'll
clicks
save
goes a
these.
long way.
Yeah. And
Double click the mouse.
it's free. It's free.
It is.
Free 99.
But you know what's not free?
Our Patreon.
The Patreon is right.
That's right.
That's extra special.
Yeah. You'll find some goodies, full uncensored goodies on the Patreon. You don't see our genitals though. Sorry, that's different website.
You know, Chris, there's
Maybe.
something that I just turned the calendar to October, and I found something on there that
Is that still going down?
we have to talk about it. Don't say anything right now.
I'm not
but
going to say anything,
we
but
have
if
to-
it's still
we have
going
to
down,
talk about
I'm
it.
down.
Yeah, we have to talk about it because there might be something coming up that
Is going to be a Patreon
yeah,
exclusive.
yeah,
All
pretty
right,
much.
sick. All right, word. Guys, follow us on social media at Two Clouded Minds. If you want to stalk us individually, I am at Chris_is_not_funny.
DC in the City on all social media and on the 7 Cs.
Anthony,
Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
thanks. Guys, we love you. Stay clouded.